Hey guys, in fairness to Riza, I'm going to redo Profile Pop-Up 181 in this one right here, 182. I love the picture. It's a very classy looking picture, and if you're going for black and white, it could really work. The only conditions or the only thoughts I'm having are you're not looking straight at us. It looks, you're looking away. It looks like you're at a festival or a party. It's maybe not looking as professional as it could, but it definitely stands out, and from that aspect, it's very unique and can work. If you feel that it represents you, then go for it. Stick with it. Now, the other things that I had said before, headline your role, attract your about, and raise results. I want to get into those. Headlining your role. When I look at all these terms, the keywords you have here in the headline, human, salesman, etc., I love what's in there for the great buzzword, but it needs to get right to the point. What you offer. Why? Here's the example. If I know your name and I say, hey, I ran into this guy Riza last night, what was his last name? I forget. Let me put in a search. Let me find out. It's like, I think he was into cars or motorcycles or apartments. I can't remember what it was because I talked to all these great people that talked about that kind of stuff. And next thing you know, they come to this and they say, human, salesman, analyst. They may think he's a car salesman. They may think human. What does that mean? So are they inclined to want to tap or click on your profile? That's what I'm after. We got to draw them in. And if they're a recruiter, if you're after a job, you want them to know what you do. And that may be the account director. Now, even that kind of a title, a group account director, I don't personally know what that is. It's got to be that clear. It's got to be, boom. Anybody and everybody would understand immediately what that means if that's what you're going for and if that's what you're after. So it all comes back to what's your purpose, what's your goal on LinkedIn. But if that's what's working for you, great. If you're trying to get more, you're looking for more, looking for a different audience, you may want to rethink the headline. Now, attracting in your about. I personally use this kind of a font. It can draw some attention, but look how you're losing the top line where it says who. And then you're saying who, and why are you saying who? You mean who am I? Who are you? Who, what is the who? It's a little bit vague, and you may lose people from that, and it may be enough of a question mark. Notice on the app it doesn't show up in any color. It's only black and white right here, but I believe on the app or on the desktop it shows with a little bit different color. So am I inclined to click and open up or tap and open up this about section? I drive demand generation, ensure local relevance of the value proposition. I analyze consumer. Boom, full stop. That may be all people see. They may see even less of it depending on where you are. For example, if you have some comments, right here, you replied to a comment. If I go down here and I look at what your reply was, I get a little bit here of the headline. That's it, and that's really what I was talking about is the headline. The summary, though, notice it doesn't even show up. So if someone then saw that headline piece, they saw your comment, they liked what you said, they come back here, this may be all they get. So it's like layers. It's all you're seeing. Now, see, I open this up. Notice I don't have any color on those, and also because of the font, you're losing some of the text on the app, and that specifically goes to Android. The iOS, you probably did this on an iPhone, and that's probably why it's showing up and looked fine to you. You got to be careful. Are you going to put all your trust in the fact that your audience is using an iOS? That's up to you, but that's the risk you're facing right now. So attract people to that about section. Don't lose those top few lines was my key point. And if you're using that special font, be very careful. Start off with the words right away or define that. In other words, you could start out right off the word who, start off with I drive demand, etc., and you will have more showing up right here. You'll be able to get more beyond the consumer. But now I would challenge you, these wins are what I love to see. That's just me personally. I like to see the metrics. But I want to know about you as a person, of course. But is it enough to drive people in here? I feel the metrics, the numbers draw people in. And if you can explain that, a little bit art and science, and get people in that top couple, 2-3 lines like you see here, enough of the art and science to make someone want to tap or click and read more, now you got their attention. Again, careful of the extra fonts. What is the word you're saying here? Is it worth repeating? I'm going into a whole bunch of detail. Again, I feel bad, but I did a really short, quick analysis yesterday. So I really wanted to get into some more detail on this. So immediately get those words in there that pop, and get, and maybe instead of a full paragraph, especially up front there, that's hard to read. But because you got the good stuff coming, people may skip this entire paragraph and they may go right to the good stuff. Okay, it depends on the audience. Then, last thing I want to say, this is getting longer than I thought it would be. In your experience, what I had meant last time was raise your results Look right here. Luckily I'm seeing 2.5 million. I don't really care about responsibilities, but it is good that you at least define that's what this is. I want to know results. If you're going to start with a word, start with the word results. And look what you did. Moments of pride is what you called it. 20%. If nothing else, take this whole last paragraph, put it in front. Then you can have responsibilities after. Same thing here. Moments of pride. Awards. I want to see that stuff up front. It will draw me in. Get the numbers in there too if you can do it. Anyway, guys, much longer of a review, but I really wanted to get some of these key things. Normally what I like to do is I like to get into at least 3 top things that I see you could improve upon. Let me know if this longer format helped. Let me know if there's something in between, maybe 2 minutes, but I had tried a 1 minute last time. I was looking to get more engagement in the comments and to talk about these things. But you know what? Maybe you guys like to see it right here, about 6 minutes, me going through this in a lot more detail, and you can look at it on your own time. Let me know. Have a great one, guys.